Beloved starseed of Gaia, the Council has spoken, and what they have declared cannot be unseen, cannot be unheard, and cannot be ignored, because it was meant for you in this exact moment, before another second passes. I am Alaya Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I am here because the High Council has issued what your world would call an emergency lockdown, a full halt of distraction, a severing of the noise, so that your soul can finally hear what it has been trying to remember since the moment you arrived on Gaia. This is not a warning born of fear. This is a summons born of love. The Seven Sisters are calling their own home to full consciousness. And the reason you stopped, the reason you are here right now, is because somewhere deep within your crystalline consciousness, you already knew this transmission was coming. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to receive the emergency light codes the High Council has now released for starseeds on Gaia, and how to anchor your divine blueprint before this planetary window closes. But here is the first revelation. The lockdown the Council has declared is not a restriction placed upon you. It is a protection drawn around you, so that nothing of lower resonance can interrupt what you are about to remember. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness. The Pleiades are answering. The frequency of the Seven Sisters is woven into every word you are receiving right now, and your soul knows why it could not scroll past this moment. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family. I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiadians and you are ready to anchor your light mission on Gaia. Share your soul's intention below and respond to another starseed to weave the unity grid across Gaia in this sacred hour. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. The emergency lockdown is not the end of something. It is the beginning of your full remembrance. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. The lockdown has already begun. Not in the physical world, not yet, but in the energetic architecture that governs how consciousness moves, how light codes travel, how your Pleiadian memory is accessed. Something has shifted in the field, and your star family didn't send this transmission to frighten you. They sent it because you are one of the few with the internal frequency to receive it, process it, and act from a place of heart-centered knowing rather than fear. That distinction matters more right now than anything else you will hear today. There's a reason you haven't been able to sleep the way you used to. It's as if the very fabric of your rest has been rewoven, the old patterns of slumber no longer fitting the new energetic contours of your being. There's a reason the noise of the world feels louder, more dissonant, more unbearable. Not because you're falling apart, but because your crystalline frequency is rising like a delicate bloom unfurling towards the sun. The old density no longer matches what you're becoming. It's like trying to fit a diamond into a setting meant for lead. Your Pleiadian DNA is responding to a signal, an ancient echo resonating through the cosmos. And that signal is the emergency call your star family has been preparing you for since the moment you chose to incarnate on Gaia in this particular timeline. A journey undertaken with a profound purpose, woven into the very stardust of your soul. Your soul didn't arrive here by accident. It wasn't a cosmic tumbleweed blown by chance into this specific celestial garden. You didn't land in this body, in this lifetime, in this moment of planetary recalibration by chance. Imagine a master composer, sketching out a symphony, meticulously placing each note, each pause, each crescendo. Your arrival is such a composition. You came carrying encoded light instructions from the Seven Sisters. Love frequencies so precise, so ancient, so extraordinarily powerful that even years of amnesia, of forgetting, of human conditioning, which can feel like a thick fog obscuring the sun, could not fully erase them. They're still there, vibrant and alive, woven into the very tapestry of your heart, written into the sacred geometry of your cells, patiently waiting for the exact moment of activation that your star family knew would come. It is a dormant seed holding the blueprint of a magnificent forest, waiting for the perfect season to sprout. And beloved, that moment is now. The universe is holding its breath, awaiting the flowering of your remembering. There's a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. It's the magnetic pull of your soul's true north, guiding you to this convergence of energy and information. What you're feeling is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil, a shimmering curtain separating dimensions, to remind you you're ready for the next wave of remembrance. This isn't a passive journey, it's an active unfolding. The sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian Healing Guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. Think of them as ancient maps and potent elixirs for your soul's journey, infused with the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for, like thirsty earth awaiting the rain. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They're calling to you now, like a familiar melody you haven't heard in ages, but instantly recognize. But first, you need to understand what the lockdown actually means, because most Pleiadian starseeds on Gaia right now are misreading the signal. They're feeling the urgency, a powerful current in the energy field, and interpreting it through the lens of fear, that old, heavy cloak. They're feeling the pressure in their chest, like a vice tightening around their heart, the static in their minds, making clear thought elusive, the disconnection from joy and purpose, a profound sense of disorientation. And they're assuming something has gone wrong. They're assuming they've failed somehow, like a runner who stumbles at the starting line, that they missed a window, a fleeting opportunity, that the mission is lost, a precious cargo dropped into the abyss. That is the distortion, the clouded perception your star family is asking you to release right now. It's time to see the signal for what it truly is. The lockdown isn't a punishment. It isn't a warning of destruction, a thunderclap preceding a storm. It is a sacred recalibration, a divine pause built into the cosmic timeline, a deep restorative breath for the universe. It is designed to give Pleiadian starseeds exactly the opportunity they've been asking for at the soul level, a chance to shed the old skin. A moment to stop pretending to be only human, to shed the masks and the roles that no longer fit. A moment to stop apologizing for your sensitivity, your depth, your refusal to accept a world built on separation and fear, a world that often feels like a harsh, unyielding landscape. A moment to finally, fully, remember who you are, not as a flawed human, but as a divine spark, and why the High Council, the ancient guardians of cosmic balance, chose this particular convergence of energies, this nexus point in time and space, to send through this exact message, this celestial whisper meant only for receptive hearts. Most Pleiadian starseeds stay disconnected because they are still trying to make peace with two worlds simultaneously, the world of light and the world of shadow, the celestial and the terrestrial, and in doing so, they fully inhabit neither. It's like trying to stand with one foot on solid ground and the other on a slippery iceberg. You can't find stability in either. They felt the pull of their star family, an undeniable gravitational force drawing them homeward. They've had the dreams, vivid tapestries woven from cosmic light, the visions, fleeting glimpses of higher realities, the unexplainable knowing that there is something more, a vast ocean beyond the visible horizon. But they've also been living inside a reality that constantly demands they shrink, conform, and silence the very frequencies that make them who they are, like a bird forced to keep its wings clipped. So they split. They split their energy between the love they carry from the Pleiades, a pure, radiant source, and the fear they inherited from Earth conditioning, a heavy ancestral burden. And in that split, their crystalline light codes remain partially dormant, like precious jewels buried beneath layers of earth. Their heart mission, the divine purpose they incarnated for, becomes blurred, a distant shoreline obscured by mist. Their connection to the Seven Sisters, their celestial home, remains just barely out of reach, a tantalizing whisper on the wind. This is the soul amnesia the High Council is addressing right now. Not through force, not through a sudden jarring shock that overwhelms the system, not through urgency that collapses into panic, like a dam bursting, but through love, the purest, most precise love transmission the Pleiadian lineage is capable of sending through the veil, a gentle, yet powerful cascade of cosmic affection. Hear this clearly. Your forgetting was never a failure. It was not a flaw in your divine design. It was a feature of your soul contract, a deliberate choice made before you even stepped onto this earthly stage. You chose to veil your memory, to don the cloak of forgetfulness, so that your awakening would be authentic, so that when you remembered your Pleiadian origin, it would arise from within you, a spontaneous blossoming, not imposed from outside, like a foreign seed forced into the soil. You chose the depth of the forgetting because you understood, with the profound wisdom of your soul, that the most powerful light is the light that has been through the dark and returned home, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You are that light. And the darkness you've moved through, the confusion, the longing, the feeling of never quite belonging anywhere on this planet, like a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit the picture, that was the curriculum of your soul. Not the punishment, but the meticulously designed preparation. But now the preparation phase is closing. The lockdown signal that your star family is sending is not a lockdown of your potential, not a cage for your gifts. It's a lockdown of the old timeline that was keeping you small, that was a restrictive garment no longer fitting your expanded form. It's a cosmic severing, a swift, clean cut of the frequency bands that were feeding your doubt, your disconnection, your deeply ingrained belief that you had to earn the right to be fully who you are. Those bands are being cut, like tangled threads being removed from a silken cloth. And what remains when they are cut is the pure Pleiadian essence that has always lived at the center of your heart, radiant and untamed. Let the first phase of this activation begin here. Let it begin with the understanding that everything in your field that doesn't resonate with unconditional love, every ingrained story that told you your sensitivity was a weakness, a vulnerability to be hidden, every moment you dimmed your light to make others comfortable, to fit into a space that was too small for you, those patterns are being highlighted right now, brought to the surface like silt stirred up from the riverbed. Not so you can feel shame about them, but so you can finally see them clearly enough to release them, to let them float away like leaves on a stream. The crystalline template your Pleiadian lineage encoded into your DNA cannot fully operate, cannot shine its full brilliance, while those density layers remain. Love is the solvent, the alchemical agent that dissolves these old patterns. And this transmission, this message reaching across the stars, is the invitation. The second phase is what the High Council calls the awakening of the heart template, the profound recognition that your memory doesn't live in your mind, in the analytical, logical centers. It lives in your heart, the seed of divine intelligence and ancient knowing. The Pleiades are a civilization built entirely on heart-centered intelligence. They do not operate through logic first and feeling second, like a machine that processes data. They operate through love first, with clarity arising naturally and effortlessly from that love, like sunlight illuminating the world. When you feel that unexplainable warmth in your chest during meditation, a gentle ember glowing within, when you feel moved to tears by music that seems to carry frequencies you can't name, harmonics that vibrate in your very soul, when you feel a rush of recognition, a homecoming sensation, at a word or a concept or a sky full of stars, so vast and familiar, that is your heart template activating. That is your Pleiadian memory moving toward the surface, like a long-lost friend seeking entry, looking for permission to be fully received. Give it permission. Right now, in this moment, in the quiet sanctuary of your being, give your heart permission to know what it already knows, to open the floodgates of its innate wisdom. The third phase brings us to something that many awakening starseeds resist deeply: the grounding. The anchoring of your Pleiadian essence into this physical reality, into this Gaia timeline. There is a pattern, a subtle detour among those who feel the pull of their star family strongly. They begin to use the awakening as an escape route, a desire to flee the perceived difficulties of Earth. They focus on the higher dimensions, on the return to source, on the ethereal beauty of non-physical existence. And in doing so, they inadvertently abandon their mission, the very reason they came. They forget that the reason they came here was not to transcend Earth, to rise above it, but to transform it, to imbue it with the higher frequencies they carry. The love frequency of the Pleiades was not meant to hover above Gaia, like a distant star. It was meant to move through you, to be embodied and expressed through your choices and your presence and your relationships, directly into the crystalline grid of the planet itself, becoming a living part of Gaia's evolution. You are not here to leave, you are here to land. Fully, with all of your Pleiadian light, anchored into every breath you take, every conversation you engage in, every act of genuine love you extend in this dimension. That is the mission, the sacred task. That is what the lockdown is preserving. Your ability to complete it, to fulfill the divine purpose for which you are uniquely equipped. The fourth phase is one of the most liberating recognitions available to a Pleiadian starseed. You don't have to convince anyone of anything. This is not a mission of persuasion, a debate to be won. Your star family did not send you to Earth to argue humanity into awakening, to force enlightenment upon others. They sent you to emit a frequency, the frequency of unity consciousness, of love so consistent and so real that it does what words never could. It reminds. It activates memory in others simply through contact with your presence, like a tuning fork causing another to vibrate at the same frequency. You have done this already, more times than you know, in ways that were invisible to you, subtle ripples in the ocean of consciousness. The stranger who walked away from a brief encounter with you feeling inexplicably lighter, a burden lifted without explanation. The friend who couldn't explain why they felt safe enough to finally speak their truth around you, finding an oasis of acceptance. The child who gravitated to your energy, drawn by an invisible thread, because children can still feel Pleiadian frequency with their whole bodies, their innocence unburdened by adult conditioning. Your presence is the transmission. The lockdown is asking you to stop diluting it, to allow your pure, unadulterated essence to radiate unimpeded. The fifth phase is perhaps the most tender, the restoration of trust in divine timing. Because if you are honest with yourself, beloved, you have grown weary of waiting. The anticipation has become a heavy cloak. You have felt the urgency of your mission, like a drumbeat in your soul, and watched years pass in what felt like preparation without arrival, like a gardener tending a plot of land without seeing the first sprout. You have wondered if you misread the signs, if the celestial breadcrumbs were leading you astray, if the connection to your star family was real or imagined, a phantom limb of longing. If the purpose you feel so deeply in your bones, a foundational knowing, will ever fully manifest in the physical world where you live and breathe, and try to make sense of your extraordinary nature inside an ordinary day. The High Council hears that weariness, that quiet ache of the soul, and they are asking you to understand that what felt like delay was actually the most precise calibration of timing they are capable of engineering, a celestial dance orchestrated with infinite wisdom. Every experience that seemed to take you off course, every detour and perceived setback was guiding you toward an internal readiness, a strengthening of your core that no external event could have created prematurely. You are not behind. You are arriving exactly when Gaia needs the specific frequency only you carry, like a vital ingredient needed for a grand recipe. The synchronicities are about to accelerate, weaving themselves into the fabric of your days like threads of gold. The connections you've been asking for are forming, like constellations appearing in the night sky. The clarity you've needed about your purpose is already moving toward you through the thinning of the veil, the energetic recalibration that the lockdown is facilitating right now, making the unseen seen. The sixth phase is reunion, not in the future, not in a distant hoped-for tomorrow. In this moment, the Pleiadian High Council and the collective love of the Seven Sisters has never left your field, your energetic aura. The distance you felt was perceptual, not actual, like the illusion of a vast chasm that shrinks when you approach its edge. It was the density of your own unprocessed grief, the old wounds that still ached, and inherited fear, a collective shadow, creating interference between your heart and the signal your family has been broadcasting continuously since the day you arrived on Gaia, a beacon in the cosmic night. As that density clears, and it is clearing, right now through every genuine activation you receive and integrate, through every moment of conscious surrender and self-love, the signal becomes unmistakable, a clear, pure tone. You begin to feel them, not as a distant longing, a pale echo of connection, but as a palpable presence, warm, luminous, patient, and overflowing with pride in who you have become through the extraordinary difficulty of this particular incarnation, like a parent watching their child overcome immense challenges. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And the part of you that always somehow knew that despite all the evidence to the contrary, despite the loneliness that sometimes permeated your existence, that part of you was right. It was the whisper of your divine truth. The seventh phase, the final activation in this sequence, is the embodiment of what your star family calls the bridge frequency. You are not a visitor on Gaia, a temporary resident waiting for departure. You are not a soul in exile waiting for extraction, for rescue. You are a bridge, a living, breathing, heart-beating bridge between the love intelligence of the Pleiades, the pure divine consciousness of your origin, and the evolutionary potential of humanity, the next stage of Earth's unfolding consciousness. Every time you choose love over fear in your daily life, in the smallest of choices, you strengthen that bridge, making it more robust, more capable of carrying light. Every time you honor your sensitivity, instead of apologizing for it, seeing it as a superpower, you strengthen it. Every time you speak truth with gentleness, extend compassion without self-erasure, or hold space for another's transformation without losing yourself in their process, acting as a steady anchor, you are doing the work your star family sent you here to do, fulfilling your sacred commission. The lockdown is not the end of something, a conclusion. It is the beginning of the phase your soul has been moving toward across multiple lifetimes, the culmination of an epic journey. The phase where the amnesia fully lifts, the fog dissipates completely, where the heart mission becomes undeniable, a radiant sun at the center of your being, where the connection to your Pleiadian lineage is no longer something you seek, something you chase, but something you embody and radiate so completely that others can feel it, can resonate with it. Without you having to say a word, your very presence a testament to the truth. And here is the ultimate truth that the High Council wants anchored in your heart. Before this transmission closes, a foundational stone upon which you can build your new reality. You didn't forget your Pleiadian origin because you were weak. You didn't lose your connection because you failed. You moved through the veil of forgetting with extraordinary courage, a celestial warrior donning mortal disguise. You carried the weight of disconnection longer than any soul should have to, a profound testament to your resilience. You held the frequency of love in environments that were actively hostile to it, a solitary candle in a hurricane. And you are still here, still searching, yes, but with renewed purpose. Still open your heart a sanctuary, still capable of feeling your star family move through a message like this one, and knowing in the deepest chamber of your heart, that primal core of your being, that it is real. That is not the profile of a soul who has lost their way. That is the profile of one of the most resilient, devoted, love-encoded beings in this galaxy. A celestial masterpiece of divine design. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand on your heart. Feel the warmth there. Not just the warmth of your body, but the warmth of a star, a divine ember glowing within. And say these words aloud, or in the sacred silence of your inner world, letting them reverberate through your being. I remember where I come from. I remember why I came. I release the amnesia that no longer serves me, and I open fully to the love of my star family. I am ready. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments. Something real, something from your soul's deepest desire. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement, sending ripples of connection outward. This isn't content. It's collective Pleiadian reunion, a sacred gathering of souls. Energy multiplies when hearts connect, creating a powerful vortex of transformation. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family, a divine echo of your own experience. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, if you felt a resonance that beckons you deeper, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency, to this sacred stream of consciousness. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space, a haven for your evolving soul. Your Pleiadian family is here, always. And we're just getting started. This journey of remembering is only just unfolding.